started. First of all, excuse the background. A lot of things happened for me to get on this call today, and I ended up having to use the Previt HC Zoom. So I was not expecting all my background to show. So I had to hurry up and clean up when I had my camera on. So I am embarrassed a little bit about the messy background, but I do apologize. So everyone, happy Sunday. I am really glad to be here with you today. I'm super lucky to have people come on and listen to some action steps for today. If I haven't had the pleasure of hosting a call with you, my name is Norma Chaplin. I'm here in Texas and I'm married, a mom of five. I have two grandkids and I literally have a granddaughter due any day now. And we're just super excited about her arrival. Can't wait to meet her. I've been sharing this business around the world for almost 8 years now, and I've loved every minute of it. My husband and I are fully retired. We're both retired, and this is what I'd like to do full time just to bring in some extra money. I'm an older parent. My husband and I are older parents. So we still have two teenage boys, 18 and 19, and this extra money is really great for us with all the expensive stuff that they still like to do. So what lights me up is just showing others how to create something of their own too. I first found ketones when I was living in Saudi Arabia. A sweet friend of mine from Sweden introduced me to them. And the funny part, I just think this is really ironic, is that I went across the world to live to find something that's actually made here in my own backyard in Texas. But I'm so grateful I did because it really changed everything for me and my family going forward. So listen, I know it's Sunday. People are traveling, grocery shopping, getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know some people are at church or maybe getting ready to go to church. We even considered canceling today, but I was telling Stephanie, somebody is going to show up. And as we all know, 90% of success in this business and honestly, life is simply just showing up. So I'm glad you're here today. Just a quick drop, if you don't mind, if you can drop in the chat, have you guys seen any of the trainings at all this week? There has been one every day since last Monday. We've had 6 days of full training, short little, anywhere from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. They've been really great trainings. And also let me know what ketones you're drinking today. I just mixed up some limoncello. That's definitely my favorite, my family's favorite. I just was having some prior to the call. I actually just spilled some all over me when I was drinking them, but this is definitely my favorite. Um, so today is really about refresher on what has happened all week. Everything we've been covering all week, the replays are all inside the Momentum Pro Hub, all the trainings, and they are just simply, we were doing this week simply to help you build a muscle of inviting, because inviting is where a lot of people freeze. And when where the fear kicks in, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So tonight is our final business opportunity call with Kate Higdon for this week. And trust me, you'll want your people on there. Her story is very incredible and she always delivers. So as you're listening to these calls and these trainings and people's testimonials, this is where you can collect stories. Stories are your superpower. And when you hear someone struggling with childcare, a mortgage payment, wanting more time freedom, simply wanting to feel better, those are the stories that become your tools so that you can pull out at any time. And don't ever discount anyone because last, was it Monday night's call with Melissa May? She was telling her story, and I had no idea that her and her husband were six-figure earners, still struggling when she decided to join, the business. So regardless of income, you don't want to discount anyone. So today I'm just simply going to give you 2 or 3 simple action steps that you can use right now to invite. And we'll keep this very tight and simple and powerful. And if you want to ask some questions in the chat, I'm more than happy to come off because I know there's not a whole lot of people on. So I'm more than happy to answer some questions. So first thing for Facebook posts, there's several, I was going to give you a couple of different options for today. You probably have seen some before, so these might be a repeat, or if you're brand new, or this is your first training this week, this is definitely something that you can do. This is something that you're going to want to do on a color block. If you know what a color block is, you can go to your story and actually write it out. So you just have a colored background, but you can write this in a color block and then post it to your Facebook feed, and it's simple. It's just super simple. If there was a simple way to bring extra income, sorry, if there was a simple way to bring in extra income each month without giving up your job, your weekends, or your sanity, would you want to know about it? Comment yes, and I'll send you the details. Let me see if I can post these in the chat here for you. Oops. Well,
Come on, come on, come on, Coffee.
mute that. If you can come on and mute yourself, that would be great since I'm handling this all by myself today. Okay. Just trying to write this, put this in here for you. Okay. Okay, that's the first one. All right, the second one. These are something that you guys can do later today. You don't want to do all of them today. You can do you can still keep these. You can use them out throughout the week because we will have the rest of the week to promote our, ketone business. Kate, happy to see you on. I was just talking about you, how you're going to do tonight's call and how you're always on point and they want to be on your call for tonight. So, okay, the second one, we've got Facebook option number 2. Let's see how many people I can help make an extra $500 before Christmas. Drop an emoji below for information. Super easy. Put it on a color block. You can post this on in your stories. You can post this on your Facebook. And then I'm going to tell you what to do in just a few minutes on when somebody clicks on it or if if they actually put an emoji below, because I know that's the important part that you guys are waiting on. All right, let me copy that into here for you. Yeah, Cindy, I'm posting it right now, so you'll have it. There you go. Okay. And these are something that you can also put in your stories with a simple slide bar that says info so that they slide the bar. And then you'll know if you go into your insights and check who slid the bar, then you can send them, options about tonight's call as well. Okay. Now, here's another one. Here's the last option you can use for Facebook for today or anytime, actually. Quick check-in. If an extra $500 to $1,000 a month would make life feel a little lighter, say info in the comments.
We held off on buying a carpet cleaner. Mm.
You guys can remember to mute since I don't know if I can make Kate a co-host.
I was going to say, can you make me co-host and I can help?
Yeah. Let's see. Doing this all by myself for the first time is not easy. Okay, you're a co-host. Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it. Okay, so, oops, I almost turned you guys off. All right, so let me put that one in the chat for you. This will also be in the boards later on too, when it gets uploaded. Okay, there you go. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now for a story slide today, if you want to do something simple that you can do across 3 slides in your stories, it's very short, it's very punchy with a call to action, and you can do this, you can just write it out with a colored background, or you can put some pictures behind it, but these are just sentences that you're going to put across each slide. There's going to be 3 slides. So your first slide is going to be, imagine bringing in extra income without adding more chaos to your life. That would be slide number 1. Slide number 2 would be, I'm showing people how to do exactly that. If you want the info, reply yes. Third slide, private call tonight, simple system, real results. Want the link? Message me. Super simple. You guys, I do this all the time, at least once or twice a month, and people always comment. First, they'll ask me, well, what is this that you're talking about? What is it that you sell? And I always explain to them about, a little bit about the ketones, but then I quickly connect them to my support person so that we can talk about the business as well. So let me see if this will all fit in the caption for you. There you go. That one's in there too. All right. Now the follow-up scripts, because I know this is important to you guys. When someone likes your post, what do you say to them? Okay, this is important. This is something that it's just super simple that you can start the conversation with them. When they like your post or comment, this is what you're going to send them. Hey, thanks for the love on my post. Just curious, are you open to something that could bring in extra income without adding a ton of time to your plate? If yes, I can send you some info. Sorry, that's my 11 clock. Alarm. Make a wish, everybody. It's 11:11. Okay. Super simple, right? I'll put that in here. That's a follow-up. When somebody wants to comment with their yes, or it's another way for you to reply to them with the information or the emoji that they put down. You can send them amazing. I'm excited to share this with you. We have a short private call tonight that gives a clear breakdown of how the business works. Want me to send the Zoom link? Okay, all that's in the captions here for you guys. So those were all things that I have tried using. I'm not tried, I have used them. Um, and they actually work to start these conversations. Now, if you're following up with someone that you've invited earlier this week, because I know we've been doing this all week, and they have not showed up to one of the calls at night, this is something that you could send them. Hey, I thought of you again today because what we're sharing could genuinely help you. I know life gets busy, but we have another call tonight, and I think you'd really connect with the stories being shared. Want me to grab you the link? Super simple. Did that one go through? Can't see it. I think that one went through. Okay, and then now I know that we've been, contacting everybody this week, but there might be somebody out there that you've been thinking about, or maybe you've been wanting to reconnect. You're not sure how to reach out to them. Maybe it's kind of like a cold lead. Here's something that you can also use to reconnect with them. You can say, hey, you popped into my mind today. I'm helping a handful of people bring in some extra income without giving up their job or their family time. Not sure if this is something you've ever thought about, but if you're open to taking a quick look, I can send you information. So this is a really good one. Maybe if you haven't talked to some of the people that's been following you on Facebook, maybe it's just one of your friends, maybe a family member. I kind of reached out to a couple of my family members to see if they're like ready yet to join. Um, haven't heard any feedback, but it would be really cool if they would want to hear more. So all these different responses and things that you can send to your follow-ups are really good conversation starters, something super quick, easy that you can just copy and paste. If you're doing this a lot in your messenger, just change it up a little bit, maybe add an emoji or something, just change it up so that you don't get into Facebook jail, because that did happen to me last week and that was not fun. Okay. All right. So that was those were my things that I use all the time that I also share with my team as well. These scripts, super easy. And like I mentioned, tonight's call is one of the last ones for this week, but we will still be having ongoing business opportunity calls. And these are all different things that you can use, everything, not just from today, but from this entire week that you can use to keep posting, change it up a little bit. Anything that's been given to you this week, if you want to just change up some of the scripts or how you answer people, or you're not even sure how to answer a question that somebody gives you, then run it through ChatGPT. ChatGPT is like your best friend right now, or it has been for me, my virtual assistant, that I just send everything through there and they can reword it however you want. And then you'll have a little script from ChatGPT to use with your follow-ups and with your leads as well. Just because tonight is our last scheduled business opportunity post or call, it doesn't mean that, we stop inviting. You have this toolbox full of scripts, posts, story ideas, confidence that you're, going to keep going. And people need options right now. They need the hope, they need the community and ways to support their family. So showing up, keep inviting, sharing stories, listening to people's conversation is going to teach you how to, start these conversations with the things that you've earned, with the lessons that you've learned this week. And that's how we grow and build our momentum. So that is really all that I have for today. Like I said, it's quick, easy, short. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, I'm more than happy to answer. We still have like 4 or 5 minutes left. I'm happy to answer. And if not, if you're traveling this week and you're, um, meeting family members, don't forget to pack your ketones. Remind all your family members to drink ketones before you meet up. So nobody's, everybody has that one uncle or that one aunt that starts all the ruckus in their, well, maybe I shouldn't say everybody, but I know in my family we do. So my family has to drink ketones. All of them have to drink ketones before we start our Thanksgiving dinner. But if you're traveling, please have a safe week. And I guess that's it for today. If nobody has any questions, I'm just looking through here real quick. Real quick, real quick. Nope, no question. All right, guys. Well, y'all have an amazing week, and we will see Kate tonight on our business call tonight with her. Super excited about that. Bye, guys.